Hello viewers and welcome to our Top Notch Productions. We want to invite you as we continue to share knowledge together as teachers, as school administrators, as those who formulate policies that guide the education sector. So we want to welcome you to our programs and share knowledge because we are told, or it is said, that ideas not shared are like dreams forgotten. And always it is important to share your ideas. I've actually been able to share some of the ideas that I have together with you. In this program, we'll be talking about career guidance. This is something that is key at our institutions, and sometimes we don't take it very seriously. So I felt that we needed to talk about career guidance at our schools. We receive our students from primary school and we admit them at high school. But sometimes we fail to guide them accordingly when it comes to issues careers. I believe that the first thing that we need to have is a background file of these students. While they are transiting from primary to high school, there is supposed to be a file that you can use to track how they've been performing from primary into high school. I believe this is something that is taken seriously by all schools, but unfortunately you might find one or two schools that are not very careful about this. So every student who is transiting from primary school to high school should actually have a file, and this file can help us to track actually the path that these students should take. Is this student one that can take sciences, can move to STEM, or is this a student that can move to the arts or to the humanities? So that file should actually give you a guideline as you admit your students to high school. Secondly, once they come to high school, we expose them to so many subjects. And I believe that is the same thing with the CBC. CBC has also given quite a number of subjects at high school, so that they are given a wider range from which they can choose from. Then from there now, they will identify areas that they think that their career path should take. So at that level of the selection of the subjects, it is important that in Form 1 we expose them to as many subjects as possible. But when they now step to Form 2, then they should have actually acquired enough knowledge to know the line that they should take for themselves. So at that level, I think there is need to have a career talk with them, even before the selection of the subjects. This sometimes it does not happen, and we don't have very strong career guidance departments in our schools. I believe each and every school should have a career guidance department with a committee, and that committee should be able to look at every single student and actually guide that student accordingly. So in many occasions, when they're choosing the subjects, we let them do it by themselves, sometimes by the guidance of the parents who may not even be aware, because their parents are not career guidance experts. But sometimes we tell them, go inquire from your parents. Many parents would definitely tell a student, hey, when I would want you to go and do medicine. I would want you to go and take medicine. These very prestigious courses at the expense of what the child may actually want in life. So sometimes when we throw them again to the parents, it doesn't make really a lot of sense. So we want a very strong career guidance department at our schools that would guide our students. Now, if you don't have a very strong career guidance at the school, you can also invite experts. We have experts that you can bring along to help the students to the right career paths. So we don't have to blame anyone if you don't have a very strong career department. Of course, we can blame finances, but again, we need to help our students to have a path that they would really love to have. So my advice is that, number one, let's have a very strong career guidance department. Number two, we should also invite experts to come over and help our students. There needs to be a career talk before they do the selection. So after that career talk, now they select the subjects and now they settle down. Previously, while we were doing 844, 844 is ending now, then we would have 8 subjects, but they would use 7 now to get the grade for the student. So before that happens, before the selection of the 8 subjects, there was need to have the expert coming over probably to talk to the students. So that at that level, we need to know those will be going STEM, those will be going arts, those will be going humanities and so on and so forth. So that knowledge is important. Then again, it needs to be re-emphasized when our students are now getting to the candidate class or the pre-candidate class, exiting now to the candidate class. They also need to have some understanding, because remember there is COOPs, and COOPs you fill in depending on what you would really want to be in life. So before that time that they pick the courses that they would want to pursue at the middle level colleges, at the universities, at the certificate and the craft stages, they need to have that information. And we also have to look at how they have been performing actually to guide on what they are supposed to be taking at the universities or at the middle level colleges or at the certificate colleges. So this is important, and it is something that we don't do quite often. And I would encourage that we do it and we guide our students accordingly. We have so much that we can share about career guidance, and people have written books about it. We have institutions that deal with career guidance, and it is important that we actually have a situation where we guide our children well on the right path when it comes to their career selections. Thank you very much. This is just a brief, and if you feel that there is something that we need to share insofar as career guidance is concerned, or establishing a career guidance at your school, kindly invite us, and top-notch education consultants will not disappoint. We will help your schools to establish functional career guidance, and I believe that would be of benefit to our students. Thank you very much, and may you be guided and be blessed by our Lord.